I'm Maya Trent, 32, a tech founder who built a company on caffeine, late nights, and noodles. Last year, I sold it and bought a 7-bedroom estate near Manchester, Vermont, 50 acres and a pond. Nobody in my family knows. I planned to unveil it by hosting Thanksgiving, a reveal sweet as cinnamon. Then my mother texted, "This year, just your sister's family, keeping it small." I thumbed back, "Enjoy." I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, in a house tiled with my older sister's triumphs. Carolyn's crowns and ribbons gleamed from every shelf. While she waved from parade floats, I soldered parts and wrote clumsy little programs in my bedroom. When I got into Stanford with a partial scholarship, my mother frowned at the distance. "Are you sure you don't want to stay closer to home, like your sister?" I left anyway. I brewed coffee at dawn, tutored and answered help desk calls until midnight. The first startup failed. The second, Clear Harbor, didn't. We grew, survived a lawsuit and a downturn. 7 years later, a conglomerate bought us. I kept my team, took my shares, and bought Vermont. The plan was simple: fly everyone in, open the door, watch disbelief soften into pride. But the text changed the script. I called my cousin Lena and learned the small list excluded almost everyone: uncles, aunts, the cousins who taught me to drive a stick. Only Caroline, her husband, and their kids had golden tickets. "What are we supposed to do now?" Lena asked. "Come to Vermont," I said. "All of you." I didn't wait for permission. I started a list. Flights, rooms, menus. If my parents wanted small, I'd build something generous for everyone left out. Vermont would be our table. Guests began arriving under snow that made pines glitter. Thomas, my estate manager, whisked suitcases upstairs while I hugged people I'd only seen in comments and Christmas cards. Lena's jaw dropped at the stone hearth. Uncle Ray whistled at the mountain view. Kids vanished on a scavenger hunt I'd planned. Chef Emile, borrowed from a Burlington kitchen, sent out cider and tiny cheddar gougères. I kept moving, placing people, pairing old frictions with neutral corners, appointing the sunroom a calm zone. By noon, the house had a heartbeat. I raised a glass near the fire. "Welcome." Some of us were told to keep it small. Tonight, small means kind. Eat, rest, let this be ours. The door opened again. Thomas cleared his throat. "Your grandmother's arrived?" Grandma June, 87, and stubborn as boot leather, shuffled in on Maria's arm, eyes bright with mischief. "Did you think I'd skip my favorite granddaughter's first Thanksgiving?" she said, and the room burst like a match. We ate late: brined turkey, mushroom stuffing, maple carrots, and, because I asked, Grandma's sweet potatoes, recipe card laminated. Conversation flowed without rankings or resumes. In photos you can see change, shoulders lowering, smiles unforced, a family redistributing weight onto steadier ground. After pie, we circled the fire pit. Stars needled the cold. People shared what they were grateful for. When it was my turn, I said, "For second chances and spare rooms." Phones glowed. Posts went up. I didn't curate anything. Joy doesn't need PR. Near midnight, I tucked Grandma in. "They'll see it all," she whispered. "Good, let them." The vibration skittered across the nightstand. In the morning, my phone started ringing. I let it ring through breakfast. At noon, I called my mother from the library. She answered. "Vanessa," she corrected herself. "Maya, why is the internet full of your mansion?" "Because I hosted Thanksgiving," I said. "For the people you uninvited." "We didn't uninvite." Softer. "We wanted it small. Caroline's been overwhelmed." "Small included 7 people," I said. "None of them me." My father came on speaker. "Are you trying to embarrass us?" "No, I'm done being invisible." A tap on the door. Grandma June rolled in with her walker, chin up. I put them on speaker. "Morning, Mom," she said. "You and Robert owe this girl a lifetime of listening. Start now." Silence. Then my mother's breath hitched. "Maya, I'm sorry. We made you prove yourself from a mile away while we praised what was under our noses." My father cleared his throat. "I should have asked about your work instead of assuming I knew. I'm proud of you." I believed them. Grandma stayed quiet. her seal. "We can try again at Christmas," I said. "Here, no pecking orders, no scorecards." I offered flights, rooms, and one rule: we leave comparisons at the door and speak plainly, with care. They agreed. That evening, when the last taillights dissolved into fur dark, I walked the path to the pond. The ice was a skin, the hills held their breath. All day the house had been a chorus of names, said with care. I thought of the girl soldering in a room full of other people's trophies, and felt something in me finally set. Belonging isn't being let in, it's building the door and holding it open. This is my house, my table, my terms.